Good morning, student. In my previous lecture, I have explained you practice set number 1.1. Today I am going to explain you practice set number 1.2. Before I start, I will explain some concept related to practice set number 1.2. Congruent segment. Dear student, in simple language, congruent means equal. If the length of two segments are equal, then the two segments are congruent. In the given figure, length of segment AB is equal to the length of segment CD. Here we can say segment AB is congruent to segment CD or segment AB is equal to segment CD. Our second concept is properties of segment congruence. In this, we have three properties. First property is reflexive property. In this property, it means anything equal or congruent to itself is called reflexive property. For example, segment AB is congruent to segment AB itself. Our second property is symmetry property. In this property, if two things are equal, is called symmetry property. For example, segment AB is congruent to segment CD, then segment CD is also congruent to segment AB. Now our third property is transitive property. In this property, it is linking property. If segment AB congruent to segment CD and segment CD is congruent to segment EF, then we can say segment AB is congruent to segment EF. Now next concept is midpoint of a segment. The point on a line segment that divides it into two equal segments is called midpoint of a segment. Here point B divide the segment AC into two equal parts, AB equal to BC, or we can say it is a half of AC. Every segment has one and only one midpoint. Comparison of segment. We can compare segment with their given length. In the given figure, length of AB is smaller than the length of CD, or we can say segment AB is smaller than the segment CD. In other way, we can say segment CD is greater than segment AB, or length of CD is greater than the length of AB. Ray AB. Suppose point A and B are two distinct points. The union set of all points on segment AB and the point P such that A, B, P is collinear is called ray AB. Point A is called the endpoint of the ray AB. Line AB. The union of the point on ray AB and opposite ray of AB is called line AB. The set of points of segment AB is subset of points of line AB. Perpendicularity of segment or rays. If the lines containing two segments, two rays, or a ray and a segment are perpendicular to each other, then the two segments, two rays, or the segment and the ray are said to be perpendicular to each other. In the figure, segment AB perpendicular to line CD, or we can say segment AB perpendicular to the ray CD. Distance of a point from a line. If segment CD perpendicular to line AB and the point D lies on the line AB, then the length of a segment CD is called the distance of point C from the line AB. The point D is called the foot of the perpendicular. Dear student, now we will start the practice set number 1.2. Question number 1. The following table shows point on a number line and their coordinate. Decide whether the pair of segments given below the table are congruent or not. The coordinate of point A is given -3. The coordinate of B is given 5. The coordinate of C is given 2. The coordinate of D is given -7. Coordinate of E is given 9. To find given segment is congruent or not, first we have to find the distance of given segment. Dear student, question number 1. One table is given in a textbook. I have drawn over here. The coordinate of point A is given -3. The coordinate of B is given 5. The coordinate of point C is given 2. The coordinate point D is given -7. The coordinate point E is given 9. Our first question is segment DE and segment AB are congruent or not. To find whether they are congruent or not, we have to find first distance of given segment. Segment DE equal to distance of DE. To find the distance, we have to write the coordinate of given segment. The coordinate of point D is given -7. The coordinate of point E is given 9. 9 is greater than -7. So distance of point DE equal to 9 minus -7. So minus plus 7. 9 plus 7 is 16. So our distance of DE equal to 16 first. Same way we will do the segment AB equal to distance of between the AB. The coordinate of point A is given how much? -3. The coordinate of point B is given 5. 5 is greater than -3. Distance between the point A and B equal to 5 minus -3. So here 5 minus plus 3. 5 plus 3, 8. Distance between the point A and B is given 8. That is the second equation. From first and second, distance of DE is given 16. Distance between the point AB is given 8. So distance of DE is not equal to distance between the point AB. So here we can say segment DE and segment AB are not collinear, not congruent. Dear student, here I wrote the second sum, but it is a third sum. Second sum is the homework for you. Segment BE and segment AD. Segment BE equal to distance of between the point BE. First of all, we will write the coordinate. The coordinate of point B is 5. The coordinate of point E is the coordinate of point A is 9. 9 is greater than 5. Distance of BE equal to 9. We have to take always bigger number over here. 9 minus 5. How much came? 4. Distance of BE is equal to 4. Give the equation number 1. Now segment AD equal to distance between the point AD. The coordinate of point A is given how much? Minus 3. The coordinate of point D is given how much? Minus 7. Now from among these two numbers, minus 3 is greater than minus 7. So distance between the point A and D equal to minus 3 minus the bracket minus 7. Minus 3 minus minus plus 7. Now minus 3 and plus 7. It means minus plus minus. 7 minus 3 how much? 4. We have to put the bigger number sign. Among 3 and 7, which is the bigger number? 7. So the 4 will be in the positive number. So distance of AD is given 4. Second equation. From first and second, we can say both the number have the equal value. So distance of BE equal to distance of point AD. Therefore segment BE and segment AD are congruent. Understood? Question number 2. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. If segment AB is given 8, then find the length of AM. Here I have drawn the segment AB. M is the midpoint. So length of AB is given 8. Point M is midpoint of segment AB. Length of AM. We have to find the length of AM. Length of AM equal to half of length of AB. Equal to half into AB is given how much? 8. 2 1 ja 2, 2 4 ja 8. Therefore length of AM equal to 4. Now question number 3. Point P is the midpoint of segment CD if segment CP equal to 2.5, find length of CD. The given figure, CD is a segment, P is a midpoint. CP is given 2.5. We have to find CD, length of CD. We have the information, point P is the midpoint of segment CD. So length of CD is double of length of CP. Length of CD equal to 2 times of length of CP, equal to 2 multiplied by the value of CP is given 2.5. So 2.5 multiplied by 2. 2 5 ja 10. 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5. After one number, decimal, 5. Therefore, length of CD equal to 5. Understood? Question number 4. If AB is given 5 centimeter, BP is given 2 centimeter, and AP is given 3.4 centimeter, compare the segment. Already I have explained you, we can compare the segment by their given length. So segment AB is given 5 centimeter, segment BP is given 2 centimeter, segment AP is given 3.4 centimeter. Among these three segments, which is a greater number? 5 centimeter is greater than 3.4 centimeter. 3.4 centimeter is greater than 2 centimeter. 5 centimeter is given the segment AB. Therefore, segment AB is greater than segment 3.4 is given AP. And 2 centimeter is given with segment? Segment BP. So segment AB is greater than segment AP and segment AP is greater than segment BP. Understood, student? Question number 5. Write the answer to the following questions with reference to the figure 1.13. The figure is drawn in your textbook. Question number 1. Write the name of the opposite ray RP. In ray RP, R is the end point. Opposite of RP is RS and RT. Answer is ray RS and ray RT is the opposite ray of RP. Second question. Write the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. Intersection means common part or common element. In ray PQ and ray RP, common is PQ. So student, answer is ray PQ is the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. Third question. Write the union set of ray PQ and ray QR. Union means combine the element but don't take repeat element. So in ray PQ and ray QR, line PQ or line QR be the union set of ray PQ, ray QR. So line PQ or line QR is the union set of ray PQ and ray QR. Fourth question. State the rays of which segment QR is a subset. Subset means all element of set A are also element of set B. If they are unequal, then A is a subset of B. Ray QR is also come under the ray RQ, ray SQ, ray TQ, etc. Here, segment QR is the subset of ray RQ, ray SQ, ray TQ, etc. Question 5. Write the pair of opposite rays with common end point R. Dear student, R is the common end point of the opposite ray RP and ray RS with the common end point R. So the answer is ray RP and ray RS is the opposite ray with the common end point R. 6. Write any two rays with common end point S. Ray SR and ray ST are the ray have the common end point S. The answer is ray SR and ray ST are the two rays with the common endpoint S. Question number 7. Write the intersection of ray SP and ray ST. In ray SP and ray ST, there is a common only one point S. So point S is the intersection point of ray SP and ST. Number 6. Answer the question with the help of the figure given below. In the figure, one number line is given. As per that number line, we have to answer the question. The first question is, state the point which are equidistant from the point B. Equidistant means equal distance. From the point B, point C and point A are equidistant from point B, as both of the points are at the distance of 2 units from B. Point B, point D and point P are equidistant from the point B, as both of the points are at the distance of 4 units from point B. Second question, write a pair of opposite equidistant from point Q. Point L and point U are equidistant from point Q, as both of the points are at a distance of 1 unit from the point Q. And also point P and point R are equidistant from point Q, as both of the points are at the distance of 2 units from point Q. Question number 3 is to find the distance between the 2 points. I have already explained you how to find the distance between the 2 points in my previous lecture. So this question is the homework for you. I hope you have understood the practice set number 1.2. Thank you for watching this video.